It is finally time for me to share with you the conclusion of one of the most exciting things that has happened in my garden this season. In my garden, I keep the seeds and I use them again next year. Once in a while I'll buy some, but the majority of my seeds come from my own peppers. This is one of those seeds that came from my own pepper. At the beginning of the season, I used the little 4-inch seed cells and I put 4 seeds in each one. And all these seeds came from my same peppers. I put them on racks over there, and as the season gets going, I'm putting everything out in the garden. And of course, there's ones that end up never making it to the garden because you either run out of room or you have plants of higher priority, whatever it might be. But for whatever reason, this tray stayed up there and things started growing and getting bigger. And then fruit started showing up. But out of all those seeds, one fruit was completely different. And that's the plant we're talking about today. By now you're probably asking yourself exactly what I'm talking about. The seeds came from my Scotch Bonnet plant, and I do love the Scotch Bonnet. It's habanero level heat, but it tastes a whole lot better, and it's an extremely productive plant. But out of all those seeds I planted that all the fruits started looking the same, that one plant that was different is this one. My best guess, and it is just that, best guess, is that it crossed with a jalapeno plant that was close to it. Because if you watch last year's video, my Scotch Bonnet plant had a bunch of jalapeno plants around it, or at least in close proximity. And if you look at the fruits, they're the color of a Scotch Bonnet, but they're similar size and shape to a jalapeno. So I'm thinking that some rogue bee got on a jalapeno and then came over and pollinated a Scotch Bonnet. So when I saw that, I decided to go ahead and grow this out, keep the seeds, and keep it going year after year. I haven't got to play with a whole lot of crosses, and this is one that Mother Nature blessed me with. If you've watched any of my videos or seen images of my gardens anywhere, you'll know that I don't isolate my seeds. I do have quite a bit of room and I can separate them quite a bit. Not as much space as what they say they need to be separated, but I typically don't have a huge problem in my garden. And when I do get across, I consider that a blessing. I'm only growing for the fun of it anyway, and to share everything with you here on YouTube. So needless to say, I was unbelievably excited when I got this one. A Scotch Bonnet jalapeno cross could be something really cool. Now, I did taste one of these at the beginning of the season, and they are hot. I don't know if they're Scotch Bonnet hot, but they are hot. And the shape and size of them is just really cool. So I hope I actually have something different. Now, for next season, I'm going to start these seeds really early in the grow tent in the garage. And I'm going to see, one, how big I can make these plants and how much fruit I can get off of them. Because if it is a cross between a Scotch Bonnet and a jalapeno, both of those plants are amazingly productive for me. So if I can grow a really big plant, I have a chance of getting a ton of fruit off of it. So let me know down below, have you ever had any crosses, nature's crosses, that popped up in your garden that you kept growing out? And if you did, what was the favorite one? And I would definitely like to see it. So in the description, you can see the email is thechiliprepper@gmail.com. If you've got pictures and you want to share them with me, then I'll go through and check them out, and then we'll throw some images up on some of these videos and show everybody else. Trust me, I know there's a lot of people out there that are against crosses altogether, but I like the idea of getting new peppers. And nature did this, so I want to continue it on, and let's just see what happens out of it. Who knows? Someday this pepper could become something that's sought after. And I'm so excited about this nature's cross that I'm going to name it the Chili Prepper. That way it's easy for anyone to ever find this cross or find videos about the parent or grandparent of the plant that maybe they grow one day. So follow along with me next year if you're curious about what the seeds from these awesome looking peppers turn into next year. And remember, you don't have to be a prepper to be prepared, and I'll see you tomorrow.